Thank you, everyone, and welcome on this special online event aimed at highlighting the recently launched UWC for Afghan Youth Appeal. And I'm delighted to say that we're going to be joined by around 200 people from all over the world, literally from Kabul to Kakuma.
Education is a right. I would even say it's an obligation by states and by families. It also gives hope and a future to young people. So there is a collective responsibility worldwide of humanity to give hope to refugee youth and to give them meaningful education so that they can continue to live their life and bring their contribution to society.
We need to step in and step up for the refugees who are the most exposed, the furthest left behind, and whose education cannot wait until peace has arrived.
Education also strengthens the young people into moving forward and looking for a way forward for themselves, having dignified employment, having independence, but more importantly, also giving them a safe place.
I was fortunate that I got the opportunity to go study at UWC and realize what a safe space means like and what I could achieve and my potential was. But sadly, girls who are in environment or school environments where they might not be given that safe space or cannot realize their full potential, that is a true loss. I think scholarships like these are quite important. And an example of that is my own journey. I was living as an Afghan refugee in Pakistan, and I was a very good student. But because of my nationality, I might have to give up my education. But the woman who came to actually do the selection process, she had been working with refugees in Pakistan, Afghan refugees. And whatever I have done so far with my education, where after UWC got my degree at Earlham College and then came here for the Rhodes Scholarship and became the first Rhodes Scholar from Afghanistan, would I have been able to achieve this opportunity if it wasn't for someone like her who knew how important it was for refugees to be included? I most probably have not. So it did change the trajectory of my life.
UWC understands the challenge. And empathy, uniting people and cultures lies at its core. So it makes sense to place a vulnerable, talented child in their care. And for us as donors, there is a multiplier effect. UWC, together with the UNHCR, manages a very thorough selection process to identify the potentials. UWC gives them a first-class education. They will help graduates continue to higher education. And not to forget, at UWC, refugees and their non-refugee peers learn side by side. So making all young students more aware of the global refugee crisis that we face and hopefully encourage them as change makers to contribute in their own way to this social change. The first refugee we sponsored from South Sudan is now at college in the US, hoping to become a doctor. So the day after this student graduated from UWC, he did not go on a beach holiday or on a camping trip. He went back to his refugee camp in Uganda to build 5 latrines for elderly people. Now, no matter where this young man ends up, he will always help his people. He will make a difference. And these are exactly the change makers we need to give that chance and that we are very happy to support.
The way I try to help refugees is by looking within my community who are the refugees. It doesn't have to be demographic specific. It doesn't have to be, oh, I need to do something big. It always starts with something small within your own community.
Please make sure that refugees participate and that you listen to them because they are actors of their lives. And many times refugees feel that they have been disempowered just because they have the label refugee.
The biggest network of people helping refugees are the refugees themselves. But as donors, we have means to facilitate that. And I think that it's very important that we do so.
So I would call on all over 100 participants, go out and tell the word, finance refugee education, work for UWC, UNHCR, and ECW. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Very powerful and the right message to end on there, Yasmine. Thank you very much indeed. I'd just like to say thank you all very much. And just to say that, UWC is halfway to reaching its target of raising 20 scholarships. In any way you can spread the message, get people to donate, to help, that would be fantastic.
I'd like to thank you, Rageh, for brilliantly facilitating this conversation. And to our panelists, you all spoke with clear passion, with great purpose. I heard you clearly when you said that you will not give up on Afghanistan, and neither will we. And so I'd like to thank everyone who has already supported our UWC for Afghan Youth Appeal, and everyone who is making a commitment today to support this campaign and our wider UWC Refugee Initiative. We have so much work to do, and your support is invaluable in bringing this to life. So thank you all, and have a great rest of the day.